Week 1 of the NFL season cannot come soon enough. The New England Patriots will be going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. And there are a lot of storylines that we could get into, but one in particular, not a lot of people are talking about. So let's jump into it. My name is Aaron. 3 easy things I would love for you to do. Hit that subscribe button if you want Pat's content on the daily. Hit the like button because you're good people as well. Comment below. So, Raiders game. Big game. And if you think about it, usually that first game, it makes it enticing for each fan base, all these different things. And what's enticing for this, first and foremost, Tom Brady, minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, first and foremost. Then you look at Josh McDaniels, was the head coach there not long ago. And so some intriguing matchups. Then you go all the way back to, games they've played, and so it makes it exciting. It makes it fun. So one story that people haven't been talking about is Will Campbell going up against Max Crosby. Max Crosby just signed a massive deal, one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League. A lot of people thought he was going to be traded from the Las Vegas Raiders, possibly a situation where, hey, he wants to go for greener pastures. There was a rumor he went to Eastern Michigan, which is in Ypsilanti, fun fact, Ypsilanti, Michigan. There was rumors that he was going to Detroit. Did not happen. Signed an extension, making that money in Las Vegas. Hopefully he's not blowing it all at the casinos. I'm sure he's smarter than that. But that's beside the point. For Will Campbell, many would say it is a nightmarish challenge. But we need to remember two big things. First and foremost with Will Campbell is he is coming in with a chip on his shoulder, knowing all the scrutiny he went through before he got drafted to the New England Patriots. Every single person saw him on the draft stage when he said, listen, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to die for these guys. I'm going to die for this team. I'm going to put it all out on the line. I don't know what other kind of player you'd want out there. Again, someone who's willing to do everything it takes to help his team succeed is the type of guy you want blocking for you in the trenches. That's first and foremost. And I think a lot of that too stems from people, scrutinizing his arm length and all this stuff. And so again, he's ready to prove people wrong. The second thing is this. Will Campbell went up against top talent in the SEC. A lot of people would say he's gone up against at least 15 first, second round defensive ends, edge rushers, big time people. We're talking probably the best out of those would be Will Anderson, who plays for the Texans now. That was a great pickup by the Texans. You remember a couple years ago when they got C.J. Stroud, then they got Will Anderson. Great pickup by them. Or Jared Verse, awesome pick by the Rams and has been very productive for them. Went up against him. Jalen Carter went up against him. And then Stewart, I'm trying to think of the other guys, but there's a handful of other guys that Ivy is one, he went up against that were big time in the SEC and now have made their way to the big stage in the NFL. And guess what? When he went up against those people, he did great. He did fine. The past 2 years, you look at his stats the past 2 years, and past 4 years. So he started 3 years in a row for the Tigers in Baton Rouge. He's given up 4 sacks. Last year, didn't give up any sacks. 2 years ago, didn't give up any sacks. Gave up 2 sacks this past year. Now, we would have to find video to see exactly how those sacks were given up. But again, still very impressive. Very impressive for someone playing in that high of caliber conference in college football. So again, you pair that with his mentality of, I am not going to let my team down. I'm going to die on this field. And then his work, his experience, his resume, what he has already done, what Josh McDaniels has seen, what Mike Vrabel has seen, what this organization saw and said, we are going to take a chance on him at number 4. I think, listen, I am not worried. I think, sure, there's probably going to be growing pains at times, but I actually think he is going on, and he'll probably talk about this at some point as that game gets closer, but he is going to go towards this game head first against Max Crosby, ready to prove everyone wrong. I guarantee it. And again, it's one of those sayings, if you've ever heard the saying baptism by fire, listen, you want to be the best, you need to go against the best. In PE all the time, I have kids, if you don't know this, I'm a high school PE teacher, but I have kids who beg me, let me play that team. Let me play that team, because they know they will cream that team. They know it. And it's like, you don't understand. If you think you are the best thing since sliced bread, you need to be going up against the best teams. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. But so many times, the mindset, especially in younger kids, is no, if I win this game, it's going to boost my morale, and then okay. But when it comes down to it, you got to go against the best. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Will Campbell going up against Max Crosby. You nervous? You have hope? Or maybe you're like Aaron. What you said, 100%. Listen, chip on his shoulder. He's ready to prove people wrong. He's willing to die out there. And listen, he has the resume to prove that he is going to be able to hold his own. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Lastly, I like I've been looking at the schedule a ton. This isn't last either, but I've been looking at the schedule a ton. And one thing I've realized is, I'm sorry, we got to scroll down a minute. My fault. Here we go. We got to scroll down a second. And I'm stopping right here. After this bye week, now I'm going to tell you, any game is pivotal in the NFL. You have to win games. But the biggest stretch, I'm going to tell you, the most important stretch is going to be after this bye week. That being said, chances are we're going to be fighting tooth and nail to get into the playoffs, and we're probably going to have to win, as this is predicted right here, 2 of these 4 games. If somehow, some way we could sneak out with 3, that would be huge. But down that stretch, especially those last 2 games, we have to win. A lot of people are looking at Bills-Ravens game, and it's like, those are losses. Again, you never know. That's why you play the game. But again, as we get to the season, this is the stretch of the schedule that is, hey, it's make or break. Push it on through. If we want to make the playoffs, and final prediction in this one is 10-7 with the number 6 seed in the AFC, obviously. They need to win these games down the stretch. And after that bye, as I think about it too, huge position to put that bye, because gives you that rest going into that final stretch. I think that's big. It's going to be really big for the Patriots. Again, we'll probably talk about that more as things come up, but I noticed that the other day. I thought I would bring it up. Last but not least, the New England Patriots first episode, Forged in Foxboro, is out now. I'm not paid to say that. I just wanted you guys to know, and I thought this was a sweet poster for it. So go watch it. Building the Patriots. I need to go watch it. Have not yet. Had a busy week. Do want to apologize for the video yesterday. If you watched the video yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I was tired. I had a long week. I'm speaking at graduation at the high school I work at. All these different things. So a lot has been on my mind. So for those of you who watched it, it wasn't my best, and I'm gonna start bringing that again. I'm sorry about that. So again, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Peace.